All right, guys, I'm excited. I got a special guest. I got my man, Mike Dragovich here with Pure Elite Fitness, and I asked him to come in here to share his experience about gym reinforcements, but also to add value to you guys. I wanted to make sure he shares a golden nugget about how he's been growing his business lately. So definitely listen in for that. So, Mike, for the listeners that don't know you or where you are, where is your gym located and what is your model?
Gotcha. So we're actually out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. It's about 45 minutes from Chicago. And we do mostly small group training and some personal training.
Okay, awesome. And how long has your gym been open now?
So it's interesting. We opened a month before COVID hit. We've been running since it's about 3 years now.
Okay. All right. Awesome, man. And then what's your background? Why did you decide to open a gym? What got you into the fitness industry?
And I have a long history in the fitness industry. So it's been 15 years. I started all the way from a trainer at 17 years old, all the way up to for big box gyms, starting my own gyms. And now I kind of finally found the thing with Pure Elite Fitness and what we really wanted to do.
Love it. Well, let's dive into it. Before you worked with gym reinforcements, because we run your ads, right? We're doing your marketing, your digital marketing.
Yep.
What were you doing prior to that? Were you running ads at all, or were you just kind of going off of organic? Kind of what was life like before GR?
Well, we didn't know what running ads were when we first started. That's for sure. We found out the hard way. But before you guys, we were mostly guerrilla, a lot of word of mouth, and doing anything and everything we could to get our faces, our names out there, and our story. All the way from running events to all the way from Easter egg hunts to supporting Halloween drive-throughs during COVID. We tried everything to get our name out there and trying to get people in here.
Okay. All right, man. So then we crossed paths and you decided to give it a shot. And, you've been, now running ads nonstop for a while. So what are the results you've seen? I mean, if you have any numbers, that'd be awesome. Or even just, how life is different with paid ads versus when you weren't having it.
So there was a huge jump right off the bat. We ran the Little Black Dress was probably our highest rated. Yeah. We had about 400 leads out of that one, and it was a crazy amount, and we had a really good response. But life with it now is completely changed. I would say it's a steady flow consistently, and just understanding. I think more than anything, we started to understand what it means to run paid ads, how to run them, and understanding that part of marketing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, that is crazy. 400 leads for your LBD challenge. And that was was it about a 4 to 6 week campaign of running paid ads to get that many?
Yep, 6 weeks.
Wow, that is nuts.
Yeah.
400 leads in 6 weeks.
Right.
That's awesome. And so now that, you've had that flood of leads just pretty much consistently, how has your business grown? I guess, if you have anything like member count or how much it's been grown by EFT or anything like that, or even number of trials that you average a month. Do you got any numbers you can share with the audience?
Yeah. So our big jump when we started with GR, we started with you guys, we actually took on a new coach, and our big thing was just growth. Let's set everything up so that we can all grow and really run the play. And that's the big takeaway of everything we've learned, even with you guys. So when we grew about 80% since we've been working with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a big insert.
Okay. That's fantastic. And so what is your goal for this year? We're still early on in the year. Do you got your eyes set on a number of more members or number of EFT or maybe even impact goal? How many pounds you want to help people lose? What is your set on for this year?
So goal with our small group here at this location, we run a unique location out. We've talked about this before, that we run our models out of the park districts here. So it's not necessarily our location, but our goal will be able to do 250 members out of this location. And by the end of the year, we'll be looking at location number 2.
All right. All right, man. Congrats. I love it. That's great because There's plenty of people that need your help, and all the coaches and trainers out there. I'm sure everybody knows the obesity statistics that we're facing, the amount of unhealthy people. And so, it's funny when I talk about the ideal customer, most of us we use the label name Mrs. Jones, who's like a middle-aged woman who's low in confidence, and she talks badly to herself in the mirror, and she doesn't like how she looks or feels. And so essentially she's tried everything. She's got a stack of diet books. She's got fitness equipment around her house where she dries her clothes on. She's got apps on her phone. She's tried everything. And what I tend to find is when I run into this customers, the big thing she hasn't tried is hiring a coach. And that's the difference maker. When she gets a coach in her life, all the magic happens. She starts losing the weight. The confidence goes up. The energy goes up. And it's because she tried to figure it out on her own when it's just so much easier to hire an expert to do it for you, right? So similar for us, like, hey, we're here talking about marketing. I know you are smart, dude. You probably could figure it out and do it on your own. So could all the other owners. But like, isn't life better when you could just hire an expert and just get it done quicker and stay in the area that you do love things? Maybe Mrs. Jones just loves being a mom, or she loves being a nurse or a teacher, whatever she does. But she doesn't want to spend all night thinking about how do I lose these pounds, right? So I just go to you. You show me, boom, value, right? Like I just get what I want so much quicker. So what is a golden nugget you would have, Mike, like to somebody who's trying to grow their business, that gym owner that's on the grind, something that you've done that's helped your business grow?
I would say run the play and stay consistent. When you start deviating off of the path, like we spoke about earlier before the call, when you start deviating off the path and pivoting different things and trying to expand too much, just run the play and what you're doing in front of you and make it better.
It's funny. The same advice coaches give, they need to get sometimes, right? They tell people, get in here consistently, be consistent with your protein, and the results will come. But we change the offers too much, or we try to be too fancy, and then our business struggles because we're changing things up and we're not being consistent. So I love that. Good advice, man. Now, final thing before I let you go, anybody who's on the fence about GR, what would you tell them, just speaking like gym owner to gym owner?
So I have a fun story about that, because you and I spoke years before I joined GR and Gym Empire. Yeah. Because we met in Arte.
Yeah.
And we spoke on the phone, and you told me about what you were doing and asked if I was possibly interested in finding out more at the time. And this is where I'm talking. It's easy to let ego get in the way. I thought I knew the industry very well, and there's certain aspects that I did, but that after we talked, and then I realized that going through the hurdles and things weren't going the way that we thought we wanted it to do. And we realized that, like, take the leap and jump in. It's okay to hire an expert. It's okay to not know everything. Listen, run it, and try it out, because it could be a complete game changer.
Yes. All right. I love it. Well, great advice coming from a guy that's grew his gym 80% in a very short period of time. So I'm excited because honestly, we got this whole year ahead of us, man. So let's keep that foot on the gas pedal and help you grow it even more.
Yeah. With your advice so far, we're going to break 80% before the first quarter.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you for your time, man. Thanks for giving a little peek behind the curtain about your experience, and thanks for the golden nugget. Again, guys, stick to things for a longer period of time. I know, again, it can be emotionally taxing. You're seeing money being spent. You want it faster. We all do. But the same advice we give to clients, it's about keeping that focus and staying consistent with the plan that you're using, right? And if you need help, reach out to Mike. Mike, how can they get a hold of you if they got questions, they want to pick your brain? Maybe they do small group and they want to learn from you as well.
Yeah, definitely. You can either contact us at Dragovich at pureelitefit.com, my email, or even just reach out to me on Facebook, Mike Dragovich.
Okay. All right. Mike, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate it.